No, that was all part of the plan. And Glover even did an interview and he said, you guys are going to see the difference in the first round. So it was all planned out.
MMA pros have just shared their insight on Alex Pereira knocking Magomed Anklaev at UFC 320. However, Alex Pereira's coach Cruz said that the victory over Anklaev proved how discipline and hard work pay off. He explained that during the last camp, Alex was sick and performing at only 40%. This time, Cruz saw him completely focused and motivated, training both in Brazil and Connecticut for several weeks without any distractions. He said Alex stayed dedicated to his goal of reclaiming the belt and came into the fight in the best shape he had ever seen.
Brother, today just showed to me and the team that what real hard work, discipline and resilience does to you. This guy was sick his entire last camp. He kept saying that he was only 40%. He kept saying he was only 40%. This time I saw Alex motivated, dedicated. No excuses, bro. He stayed at the gym. He did pre-camp in Brazil. Then he came back, did 6-7 weeks over there in Connecticut, and no slacking at all. Just focus on the mind, just with the mindset to go and take that belt back. And bro, I never saw this guy in a shape like I saw today.
Cruz explained that many fighters slow down in their late 30s, but Alex Pereira continues to perform at an elite level. He said that even though Pereira is 38, he began training at 22, which helped him avoid the injuries that often affect fighters who start young. Cruz added that Pereira's mindset, discipline, and focus keep him sharp. He said the sky is the limit for him and reminded everyone not to doubt their team after once again proving the critics wrong.
When we see guys get in their late 30s, like he's 38 years old, you know what I mean? And we kind of see guys slow down at that age, but not all of them do, you know what I mean? We've seen Glover be able to fight at that age.
But guys gotta take into consideration that Alex is 38, but he started training at 22, so it's not that he's been training since a child. So it's not that many injuries and stuff like that. And bro, the sky's the limit for us to keep proving everybody wrong. Like so many times, do not doubt us, bro. Look what happened.
Alex Pereira said that everything that happened inside the cage went exactly as planned. He explained that a few weeks before the fight, his coach had already mentioned in an interview that people would see a clear difference right from the first round. At that time, no one took the statement seriously or believed that such a change was possible, but Pereira said the performance proved their preparation and confidence. Everything they trained for came together perfectly, showing that their strategy worked exactly how they expected it to.
Alex, first of all, congratulations on the victory. Did you know you were going to fight him as aggressively as you did because of how injured you were in the first fight and how you wanted to correct that in the second fight? Or did you just get in there and feel the emotions of the moment?
Não. Isso tudo faz parte do plano. Algumas semanas atrás, o Glover deu entrevista e avisou. Falou, pô, tá uma vez diferente. Primeiro round vocês já vão ver com essa convicção, né? Mas ninguém acreditou.
No, that was all part of the plan. And Glover even did an interview and he said, you guys are going to see the difference in the first round. So it was all planned out.
Alex Pereira said he never forgot the things Anklaev said before the fight. He explained that some of the words bothered him, especially when Anklaev claimed he would return to working at a tire shop. Pereira said those comments were just attempts to gain attention by using his name, and he mentioned that even Dana White confirmed he had never turned down a fight no matter the situation. According to Pereira, Anklaev used personal insults for promotion because without them, he could not get noticed.
Falou, pô, tá uma vez diferente. Primeiro round vocês já vão ver com essa convicção, né? Mas ninguém acreditou.
No, that was all part of the plan. And Glover even did an interview and he said, you guys are going to see the difference in the first round. So it was all planned out.
After the fight, Alex Pereira's team openly mocked Magomed Anklaev backstage. They laughed, shouted, and celebrated loudly, clearly enjoying the moment after Pereira's dominant victory. The atmosphere was full of excitement and satisfaction as the group cheered and joked around, making it clear that they were proud of their fighter's performance. Their reaction showed how much the win meant to them after all the tension leading up to the fight.
You were very good, for the most part, during the lead up to this, to not taking some of the words said by him or whoever was saying it for him and the personal attacks that were made on him. But realistically, how much of a grudge did you hold against him for those words?
I don't let it really affect me, you know, and that's why I even said, you know, ask Dana in the press conference how many times I turned down a fight, and Dana said he's never turned down a fight, even when he's traveling on vacation, whatever it was. But he said a lot of things, that I was going to go back and work at a tire shop, and just a lot of things through this whole time that that he shouldn't have said.
Alex Pereira revealed that he broke his foot during the fight. He explained that while attacking Anklaev's legs, he felt something was wrong when his opponent switched stances. As soon as he kicked Anklaev's lead leg, he felt pain shoot through his foot, realizing it might be broken. Pereira said they would need to wait and see how it heals before deciding to when to return. Despite the injury, he still managed to finish the fight in dominant fashion.
I know you have a boot on your foot here. When you think about the timeline of getting back in there, you've always been very active throughout your UFC career. When do you want to get back in there?
E aí, ainda bem que o nocaute rápido.
Yeah, we have to see how this heals up. I'm pretty sure it's broken. You know, I was kicking his legs, and when he switched stances, as soon as I kick his lead leg, you know, I felt my foot, so we'll have to see.
Michael Bisping said that Alex Pereira was right when he said there would be no third fight. He explained that there was no reason for a rubber match because Pereira's victory over Magomed Ankalaev was completely one-sided. Bisping added that if Anklaev had made the fight competitive, there might have been a discussion about another bout, but the performance was too dominant. He called it one of the most brutal beatdowns ever seen inside the octagon.
He was right. There isn't going to be a third match. There isn't going to be a rubber match. Absolutely no way. Alex Pereira now is going to go into new challenges. If Magomed made it competitive, then maybe there would have been a talk of a third match. But it wasn't competitive. It was completely one-sided. It was one of the most vicious beatdowns we've ever seen.
Michael Bisping praised Alex Pereira's incredible career, calling him a three-time UFC champion who has achieved something no one else has done before. He said no champion has ever lost a belt and then come back to reclaim it so quickly and easily. Bisping pointed out that with only 16 MMA fights, Pereira has already become a middleweight champion and a two-time light heavyweight champion. He listed Pereira's wins over Magomed Ankalaev, Jiri Prochazka, Jamal Hill, Jan Blachowicz, Israel Adesanya, and Sean Strickland, noting that he's beaten 6 UFC champions. With 13 total wins and 11 knockouts, Bisping said Pereira's record is nothing short of extraordinary.
Alex Pereira now is a 3-time UFC champion. No UFC champion has ever lost a belt like that and then came back and got it in quick fashion and made it that easy. No champion's ever done that before, losing the belt and coming back again like that. And then when you look here at the record of Alex Pereira and what he's achieved, Joe Rogan and DC, they were talking about this all night, but it is insane. The amount of fights that he's had, what's he had? 16 fights in mixed martial arts. He's a 3-time UFC world champion. He's a middleweight champion. He's a 2-time light heavyweight champ. He's beaten Magomed Ankalaev, that's 1, Jiri 2, Jamal 3, Jan 4, Israel 5, Sean Strickland 6. He's beaten 6 UFC champs along the way. And overall, 13 wins with 11 knockouts.
MMA Guru reacted with excitement to Alex Pereira's quick victory, saying it was an incredible performance to finish the fight in just 1 minute of the first round. He expressed pure joy, admitting he had picked Ankalaev to win their first fight but was thrilled to be the wrong this time. He said he was genuinely happy to witness Pereira's dominant finish and joked about being glad to live in a timeline where Pereira defeated Ankalaev so decisively.
He didn't just finish him in round 1, he finished him in 1 minute. Absolutely amazing performance from Alex Pereira. Sham! I'm so happy we get to live in this timeline where Alex Pereira rids us of that goblin giant gnome. I don't know how to express how happy I am to be wrong. I watched Ankalaev get the win over Alex Pereira in the first fight. And now I've seen this, and I've never been happier.
MMA Guru said Alex Pereira made the fight look effortless, walking straight through Magomed Ankalaev from the opening bell. He explained that Ankalaev looked terrified as if he had seen a ghost, realizing this was not the same Pereira from their first encounter. Instead of backing up and using low kicks, Pereira came forward with power and confidence, appearing twice as big and stronger in every exchange. Guru added that Ankalaev kept retreating and avoiding contact as Pereira dominated. He described it as an easy and decisive victory, saying Pereira's performance completely silenced Ankalaev's fanbase.
To be incorrect on a prediction, Alex Pereira made it look easy. And when I tell you, he walked down Ankalaev, and Ankalaev looked like he'd seen a ghost from the opening bell, and he was thinking, this isn't the Alex Pereira from the first time we fought. This isn't the Alex Pereira backing up on the back foot, looking to tap away at low kicks and chip away at me. Alex Pereira genuinely looked like he was twice as big as Ankalaev backed up and cowered away from every exchange. Alex Pereira I want to talk about the overall performance. I'm just so happy that humanity has prevailed against these goblins, and we don't have to hear about this Dagestani fan base anymore. They're done. Easy victory. He's emoting on him.
MMA Guru said, the belt looked perfect back around Alex Pereira's waist after such a dominant performance. He described how Magomed Ankalaev was rocked by a powerful right overhand and immediately panicked, shooting for a desperate takedown before curling up on the ground. Guru compared the moment to Anthony Smith in his prime, as Pereira kept landing unanswered strikes. He dismissed claims of an early stoppage, saying Ankalaev had clearly given up, talking about 20 follow-up shots while waiting for the referee to stop the fight.
Look how right the belt looks back around Alex Pereira's waist. Emoting on Magomed Ankalaev, who genuinely got wobbled by a right overhand, shot in, panicked, shot into a takedown, curled up in a ball on the ground like Anthony Smith in his prime, and got hit over and over and over again. Some really dumb comments are saying early stoppage because he wasn't out cold. Anklaev genuinely curled up in a ball and ate about 20 follow-up shots without doing anything about it, waiting for Herb Dean to step in and save him.
Dana White said that Alex Pereira had mentioned the idea of moving up to heavyweight, but he wanted him to stay focused on his current fight first, and he explained that earlier in the day, while at the UFC Performance Institute, he was surprised to see Pereira there and heard his team talking about a potential move to heavyweight. Dana told him to first take care of business that night and then discuss future plans. He praised Pereira as one of the most reliable and driven fighters in this organization, saying he fights through injuries, steps up on short notices, and is always ready to compete. According to Dana, Pereira is the kind of fighter every promoter dreams of having.
So today I was at work and had a bunch of meetings over there this afternoon, and I went over to the PI and he was over on the PI. And I'm like, well, you're the last guy I expected to see here today. What are you doing here? And they're telling me we want to fight at heavyweight. I said, how about we win tonight and focus on tonight, and then we can talk about, heavyweight. And I don't know. There's still fights here in this division, but we'll see. I mean, this guy has been an absolute stud for us. He's on vacation in Australia, flies over and fights because somebody fell out. He fights when he's hurt. He doesn't care. He wants to fight everybody. He wants to move up to heavyweight. He's a dream to have in this organization.
Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson joked that Magomed Ankalaev might have just had one of the shortest title reigns in UFC history. He compared it to Georges St. Pierre's quick loss to Matt Serra, calling the situation a big turnaround. Johnson said that if he were Alex Pereira, he would fight Jiri Prochazka next, then face the winner of Cyril Gane and Tom Aspinall at heavyweight, and retire afterward, finishing his career on top after such dominant achievements.
That was probably the shortest title reign. No, I think GSP. I think Matt Serra was. Chama's back, boys. Chama's back. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I would fight Jiri Prochazka, then fight maybe the winner of Cyril Gane and Tom Aspinall, and be done.
Robert Whittaker admitted he did not expect the fight to go the way it did. He said he thought it would look similar to their first meeting, since it is rare to see such a complete turnaround and an immediate rematch. Whittaker explained that the most champions who lose and get a quick rematch do not change the outcome so drastically. He described how Alex Pereira completely dominated Magomed Ankalaev, walking him down and beating him as if he had found him in the wrong place.
To go down like this, realistically?
Nah, I thought we'd see much of the same fight we saw the first time. Because there isn't a lot of times like this happens. A champ loses, they get the instant rematch, and then
they win.
180 degrees change the fight. Okay, it wasn't like it was another close fight. No, he just walked him down like he found him in the wrong house and beat him up. That was crazy.
Robert Whittaker praised Alex Pereira as an extraordinary athlete, saying he has everything a champion needs. He explained that Pereira possesses the perfect mix of genetics, size, power, skill, and mindset to dominate anyone he faces. Whittaker said Pereira's instincts and killer mentality set him apart from everyone else, allowing him to carry out his intentions with precision and confidence. He added that Pereira's combination of physical talent and mental strength makes him truly special, and that no one in the division seems capable of taking the title from him anytime soon.
It's nuts. Alex is a special human being, man.
Yeah.
He is unbelievable. He has the
the right genetics, the right height, the power, the elite caliber skill set, the mind frame to go in and do what he wants, the eyes, the instincts to go through with his intentions. Mate, he is a special human being. To have that, like that kill switch power and the mentality and everything else to go along with it, mate, he is special. And you know what's even wilder is that there is no one in that division that's going to be able to take it away from him, I don't think.
Robert Whittaker said Alex Pereira has reached a point in his career where moving up in weight could bring him a massive payday and help build a legendary legacy. He explained that while the light heavyweight division is full of dangerous and talented fighters, Pereira's unique mix of knockout power and elite striking separates him from the rest. Whittaker pointed out that most of the division relies on striking, which plays directly into Pereira's strengths. He added that many thought Anklaev's wrestling could trouble him, but Pereira proved that even those threats could not stop him.
I think he moves up for a super fight. I think he's at that point where he's like, if he moves up, he makes a huge payday, potentially creates an unheard of legacy.
Yeah.
You know, I think so. Like, I think so. Because there's no one in the division at this point, especially with, like, don't get me wrong, the guys in the light heavyweight division, they're all killers. They're all high caliber dudes. But Alex has that kill switch power mixed with highest of the high elite level striking.
Yeah.
So, and the majority of the division are striking.
That's it for today's video. So what are your thoughts on this? What do you think about Magomed's loss? Share your thoughts in the comment section and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video. Also, check out our other videos on the screen right now.